Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're all having a fabulous day here today. We do got some pretty fun stuff to talk about because, yes, we got like the sort of analytics of how the one and only Hell banner did, and then sort of Summer Merlin, and sort of Overlord, because Overlord did launch in October. It also launched in October for Global too, but again, it's still missing 2 weeks of Overlord data, and it is still missing a little bit of data for the global side, given it's only been like 3 or 4 days of actually having the collab on the global side. So today, let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's hop into it and let's check out what we're cooking up here. So again, just to make this clear, just so you are aware, they are basically referring to a few things. So again, Overlord kicked up on the 10:30 update. So 10:30, correct? That is when the banner actually launched. So you only had the 30th and the 31st of revenue. Keep that in mind. That's it. That's all that global had. So majority of what we had here has to probably be draw notice for guess who? Yes, this Merlin. So this Merlin is counted in the revenue, which most people skipped, given we knew the collaboration was coming. Then over here at 10:09. Nope, before 10:09 probably then. Draw notice here. This was October 3rd. So basically, this entire month really is just, in a way, Hell and 2 days of Overlord. So mainly JP's words containing a lot of Hell, or rather, Overlord, because Overlord launched for JP on the 26th. So you had 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31st. Had a few days with it. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. But Global's revenue mainly is just Hell. And here you go. So the global version, Android version, has done $2 million. Damn, that's pretty good. We have the JP, or rather, sorry, the global version for iOS doing another $2 million. Just like that, not bad. Remember though, if you were to look at it actually, where we really get majority of the money over here. So let's go through it, right? Grand Cross. So Grand Cross Global gets $2 million. That's what they got. That's what they got last month. Holy God. Then 4 million. So again, on usually a good month they get 4 million. On a bad month they get 2 million. So here they did 4 million again, which is again very good for them. So Hell was no failure. Look at that now. Hell was not a failure by any means. She was actually a very well sold character. So think about that. That's actually pretty solid confirmations. On the aspect of JP, they did 2 million over here, and it looks like 500K for the Android version. So 2.5 million. Did JP feel the same way about it? Looks like JP did 2.4. So yeah, it looks like that's kind of what it's been, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Maybe JP is just saving for the next festivals because of the big things, but it's about right. Yeah, it's about right there. On the aspect of this over here being the new version, correct? So let's first do this, right? 4 million. We get now 6 million. Now 6.5 million, which is very good. For the most part, it's not actually bad revenue. For mainly this being Hell, that is solid revenue. For example, again, they got that same amount over here for this month here, for which was 8. So what released, wrong game. What released on this month? I'm just curious. Let me just check that real quick. So what released this month that actually sold very well? So basically, okay, Tier was there, okay. Beyond Tier, it was Honor of Giants. Pretty sure nobody actually, that's 9, never mind. I was like, wait a second. Who was before this? Update maintenance, no. Draw notice, this is again 9/11, so that's not there. Where is it? This is 8/16. Where's the draw notice, bro? That's what I'm looking for. Summer Mirage, is this it? Summer Margaret. So Summer Margaret and Tier sold very well then, right? That's kind of what we're getting from this, yeah? 8 is this month here. So that's what they kind of sold for Summer Margaret. 4 million over here and 2.5 over here. And that's about similar to what Hell sold. So and again, remember, you needed Margaret. Everyone needed Margaret. Tier, everyone needed Tier. They both were broken characters. And if you look at it here, it was just Hell, right? Summer Merlin, or rather, Halloween Merlin wasn't a character you really needed, right? You didn't need her. So for the most part, they still did very good here. Yeah, they did very good here. And then again, now the CN version kicking in for $1 million right there. The KR version coming in clutch with 300K and 100K, being 400K. So for the most part, they did have a very good month again. Like, whatever it is, people were like, oh, Hell and OC characters is going to be very underhyped. They still sold. So whatever we say about it, it's still going to be a very big thing. We don't have like the rest of this chart updated. Sadly, we're just using this information from Sensor Tower, but it's still accurate information for the most part. But I mean, for the main point of this all, Hell, a character where people are like, no, it's not going to make any money, it's still sold, correct? And again, it's also the reason that part of this money, you have to realize, is in sort of association with the fact that they released you 3 great skins that people purchased, because they're like, yeah, I want my Hell waifu to look even better, and that's what they did. They purchased the Halloween costume. They also purchased that tier costume, and maybe the Demon King costume, right? So again, that's all additional revenue in the end of the day, and given this month was still a success, who knows in what reason, right? Was it because of Hell? Was it mainly because of, what is it? The aspect of the costumes? We don't know. And again, let's look at the dates real quick. Basically September 28th is when Hell launched. So the 28th, 29th, and 30th, those days aren't counted in revenue. So if you're considering that maybe they wailed on the banners there, that's only like the end half or later on point of Hell. Majority of it's still there, I'll be honest with you, but it's pure. Whatever Global has is pure Hell revenue. That's what that is, right? With a day or two of Overlord. So keep that in mind, but still, for what it is, I'm very curious what Overlord holds up to be. We checked other collaborations. They do about like 8 million around there on like consistent revenue, so I am hoping it does the same, so they at least understand that, yeah, you know, maybe we should keep going with good IPs that people really like and people have been really asking for. Not saying that any of the other IPs we've gotten are bad, but the fact that a lot of players have been begging for said IP, right? There's just everywhere you would have seen Overlord, right? The only other 2 IPs that I see that often is, sadly, SAO, something that, again, if they do the character roster right, 10 out of 10. If they fumble, yeah, you got me not summoning, but there's like so many good SAO characters they can implement in the game. It's just they have to pick the right characters. Fairy Tail, great collaboration potentially. Again, they probably can't mess that one up. Like the main characters are who you're picking probably. Beyond that, there are still a bunch of things they can do, but again, I think that for this month, it's going to be pretty solid on the aspect of what Overlord was as a collaboration. People were looking forward to it, so again, we'll see how that actually money holds up. Again, I've seen so many people DMing me the screenshot of buying Albedo's costume, so I know that that's there. Ainz do the 6/6 effect, Albedo being like the waifu character people have been waiting for, and she's very well made. She's a very strong and powerful character. I am curious on how the revenue does hold up this month, but again, the game is doing pretty solid, so we'll see. Again, I'm just, the point that I want to get across here is, again, people say like Hell is like a detrimental thing to the game, gonna ruin everything, and she still did great. She still sold, she still did whatever. Again, we can't really equate the two because we don't know if exactly all of that is Hell or if it's cosmetics in there. Remember, technically speaking, the Hell cosmetic was probably the most purchased one, hence why I'm saying it, because again, I've only seen that costume every 2 seconds at PvP on JP, and even on Global, the aspect that yes, people purchased that Hell costume, and again, she sold. That's what it is. So I know that, again, people say that, you know, it's underhyped and the game is dying because of OC characters, but yeah, people buy regardless. They don't give a damn. It's OC, it's whatnot. The game is still fun enough for them to get their character they want, and if they want to do it, they'll do it. So, you know, it is that. But again, I understand each side to it. People are correct on each way, but just want to share that with you. With that being said, peace out and enjoy. That's been it for me, and yeah, take care.